Kristin, and I'm really excited to film this video for you guys today. So Alice for Living, who I'm sure most of you know who she is, and I will list her below, of course. She emailed me and a bunch of other ladies a while back and said, would you be interested in doing a collab throughout the year of 2016? And she's calling it the Makeup Use Up collab. Makeup Use It Up collab, something to that effect. I will, of course, have the title properly up there. And I don't know all of the ladies that are involved yet because I'm filming this a little bit in advance, but I will I'll have a list below. She's going to email us a list and I'll list it below. There are a bunch of ladies out there, and from what I understand, it's all different channel sizes, all different kind of genres, so to speak, that want to focus on using up some of our products throughout the year of 2016. So if you've been with me a little bit, then, well, welcome back. And if you are new to my channel, welcome. I hope that you enjoy. So if you've been around a little bit, you know that I constantly have a list of products I'm using up, and I update every 3 months at the end of a quarter. That's just the way that it works for me. So this is going to be kind of in conjunction with that, and I will probably update on how I'm doing on this particular project throughout those updates as well. So this is kind of a kickoff to let you know that there are other ladies doing this, to list them below. And I'm going to give you a rundown of the products for the most part of what I'm going to use up in 2016, hopefully. Or if I have any kind of stipulations, we'll talk about that as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started because I have quite the little list here. I'm going to put my little paper from Elle over here. And I have kept track of it. This is my YouTube notebook. I have kept track of it in writing that I can actually read. I tell ya. Okay, so firstly, primers, face primers we're talking about. I want to use up 2 through 2016. And this doesn't mean that I can't use other products in my collection. I can't try other products that I get in. This is just, I want to kind of focus on using up 2. So hopefully that makes sense. I have on here the Arbonne Makeup Primer, and that's one I've been wanting to play with for quite some time, so I really need to, focus on using that, doing a review, and then using it up and letting you guys know. I don't have a ton of primers in my backup stash, and then I have another one. I don't think I've talked about this at all. This is the Chanel Le Blanc de Chanel Base Lumiere Primer. So those 2 I want to work on using up for this year. Foundations. I want to use up 2 foundations. Now the stipulation for this is if I start using a foundation and I just can't make it work, or it turns and I don't use it up, it gets tossed and I pull another one. So, but no matter, I want to use up 1 completely, or I want to use up 2 completely till their end in 2013 or in 2016. 2013. In 2016. So hopefully that makes sense. So what I have picked here is the Guerlain Lingerie, Guerlain Tenue de Perfection. I don't have the lingerie to pull. This is very drying on me. It's long wearing, but it's very drying. And then I have the MAC Mineralized in NW20. And this is really kind of a satin finish, doesn't last as long. So I'm hoping combining these 2 will work and I will be able to use them up that way. If I just can't work through this and I end up passing it to somebody, then I will pick another one, and I'll let you know all of those things as we go along. And like I said, I'll continue to do my updates every 3 months. I think some of the other ladies are going to do maybe every 6 months. So, all right, eyebrow pencils. I have 2 that I want to use up this year. I have the Catrice. I had a couple of these. This is the last one that I have. And I prefer the Anastasia Brow Wiz now, which is kind of why I'm trying to do these. I maybe have found other products that I like more, but there's older ones in my collection I need to use up. Goodness. All right, so I have the Catrice eyebrow pencil in Date with Ashton, and then the other one that I have here is the YBF eyebrow pencil. It's very metallic, and it's called Transforming Eyebrow Pencil in Universal Brown. So it's just a retractable one. So those are the 2 that I want to use up this year. Concealer. So I have on here 3 concealers that I want to use up. I'm not sure how this is going to work, a combination of the 2, if I end up having to use one or not, but it will be the same thing as the foundation. If I just can't deal with one, I'll put it to the side and pick another one. Although again, I don't have a huge backup of concealers anymore because I've done really well working through those. So I have 2 from Estee Lauder. They're both in the double wear, and one's light medium and one is light. I kind of have to combine these 2 to make them work. So I have those, and then the third is the It Cosmetics by Under Eye. This is really hard for me to work with, but I'm going to try to work with it kind of the same way I'm working with the Tarte, where I put it on, let it sit for a little bit, and then come back and try to blend it in. But we'll see how that goes. Powder foundation, I just have one that I've picked, and that's the Smashbox Creamy something, something, something. And I really like this one. Understand that these products aren't being picked because I don't like them. They're just being picked to work through some products. Photo Filter Creamy Powder Foundation in number 2. So I'm going to work through that. And then I picked 2 finishing powders. When I was kind of going through my drawers to pick this, I found this, and I used to talk about this to death. All of you that have been around a long time, raise your hand if you remember me talking about this all the time. This is the e.l.f. Complexion Perfection. I use this to set my under eyes, and you can also use it as a finishing powder. So I have hit pan on that, and I'd like to try to use that up this year. So I picked that, and then I also picked, this is the last mineral veil I have in my collection. It's the Perfect Light Mineral Veil, and it came in some sort of kit, but, and it's from BareMinerals, excuse me. So we're going to use that up. So eye primer, I have 2 in here, and because I have more in my stash. So I have made a good dent in my Urban Decay primer potion. This is one that is, you know, still a squirty spout like it should be, not a doe foot. And then this is another one that I was using for quite a while, and I really like this. I don't know if I ever talked about it, but this is the MAC Prep and Prime, no, MAC 24 Hour Extend Eye Base. It is from the Prep and Prime line, but so those are the 2 eye primers I picked. For blush, it's going to be a little bit different. I want to hit pan on 2 blushes. I just know myself. And I don't think I can stick with 1 blush most of the year until I use it up. I used to be able to do that, but not anymore. So I picked 2 that I would like to hit pan on. The first one is Cargo Tonga. I picked blushes that I love. I mean, it makes sense, right? I do have other shades, you know, similar to this. And then Tom Ford Frantic Pink. If I'm going to try to pick a blush to hit pan on, I want it to be ones that I love. I want to hit pan as well, so not use it up, hit pan, although I probably will use this one up. We'll see. Anyway, on 2 eyeshadows. Could I do more? Probably. But I also want to make these goals realistic. So I have this is the one I'm using all over my eyes every day right now after my primer. And that's the Maybelline Single in Linen. So it just looks like that. And then the other one that I picked that I want to hit pan on is, I don't know, probably my 3rd of these. Wet n Wild Nutty. So if you haven't seen Wet n Wild Nutty, come on now. It's really a beautiful taupe. So I would like to hit pan on those 2 shades, if not use them up in 2016. And I think that is very doable. All right, so eyeliner, I don't have any pulled right now. If you've been around a little bit, you know that I'm trying to work through and use up all of my brown and black eyeliners. So what I have on here is 3 eyeliners, either 2 browns and a black or 2 blacks and a brown. It doesn't matter. So we shall see. I have a couple of blacks right now and a brown going, so we'll just kind of see how it goes, and like I said, I'll kind of report through from this day forward. Lipsticks. Okay, so I have this little thing here. You guys know because I've been talking about them. I have 4 minis from Estee Lauder, and then I have this little cup of minis. So I don't know which ones. I haven't decided which ones, but I want to use up 3 minis this year. You know, maybe it's using up the menu of Tumultuous Pink in here because I have a full size of it. You know what I mean? It could be any sort of those that I pick, but I would like to use up 3 of them. Like the Marc Jacobs Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. I love that one, and I think someday I'd like to have it full size, but I should use up the mini first. So 3 lipstick minis. All right, lastly, I want to talk about skincare. That wasn't on Elle's list of things. It was just makeup related. But here's the deal. I very much, you guys all know this, I very much like the Camp Cosmetics skincare that I use. I don't want to use anything else. However, I have stuff in my stash that needs to be used up. I had used up all of the Algenist sort of back stock that I had because that's a very expensive product. But I have other skincare that I have that needs to be used as well. So I'm going to try to sort of every other it. So when I, use up one of the Illume moisturizers that I use, then I'll try to use maybe a couple of these minis. So I'm just going to show you a couple of the things that I pulled that I have. I have 2 little sizes, one smaller than the other, of the Estee Lauder Re-Nutrive Ultimate Lift Age Correcting Cream. I think this is a moisturizer. I'm going to find out, and I will use it however it's meant to be used. I have a Lancome Regenerative Lift Multi-Action Night Lifting and Firming Night Cream. And the caveat remains on this. If I use these, with my dry skin, if I use these and they are not enough for me and my skin looks ridiculous, I will pass it on and that will be that. But the good thing about that is that I will be working through the products and getting them out of my drawers and onto somebody who can use them, or onto my face and using them up. And then I have the Clinique Moisture Surge Intense Skin Fortifying Hydrator. I have a little sample of that. And I have, I don't know how I don't know. I have 4 Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair. So this is a serum. So I just wanted to kind of touch on that I will be trying to work through my skincare sort of back up until I get down to just the products that I like and love and want to repurchase. So, whew, that seems like a lot of products, but I have a whole year to work through them. I hope that you guys enjoyed this and that you will check out the other ladies that are doing this, Use It Up 2016. I think it's important for all of us on YouTube to remember that while we love new things and we like playing with new products, we've got stuff in our stash we need to use up, and it's good for me to be reminded of that, and that's why I started, my Use It Up program. I think it's been maybe 3 years now. My program, like it's a program. Anyway, I just realized I don't have on here is bronzers. So I will maybe figure that out and then update you in 3 months as far as what bronzers I picked, because I just realized I forgot that. So thank you guys so much for watching. On my face today, I have the Pond's BB cream, which I will be continuing to use up, before I get to those other ones. For blush and eyes today, I have the Lorac Pro To Go palette. So I just simply have chai all over my lid. I actually have, I have shell under my brow bone. I have a mixture of cafe and black on my outer corner because I didn't really want black and I needed something deeper than cafe, so I made my own shade. I have the shade bronze actually in my crease as a transition, and then I combined the 2 blushes together, and that is the blush that I have on my lips. And then, on my cheeks. And then on my lips today, I have the NARS lip pencil in Rakugian. I believe is how we've all determined that is said. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you're having a great day, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye.